I'm Wayne Davis. Been the DJ here in Baltimore since about 1970. I've been providing entertainment for Baltimore since about 1970. I started doing house parties that led into me starting to go and explore clubs. I had a friend that I credited her to like my journey, Teresa Thomas, that took me to New York for the first time, where I was exposed to the clubs like the Loft and places like that, and I first saw DJs mixing two records. I started my own journey by purchasing double copies of 45, which I used to get from a venue called Music Liberated down on Park and Lexington Avenue. And I know when I first started doing that, the owner would ask me, why am I purchasing two of the same records? And I said, well, I'm gonna mix them together and extend them and, create with them. So that led me to meeting the manager of the Hippo in one of the clubs in New York that was impressed about what the DJs were doing there. And I said, well, I can do that. So he gave me a Wednesday night at the Hippo, and I started that, and it was very successful. But it ended when too many blacks were coming into the party. It was a diverse crowd, but at that time, they weren't comfortable with the black exposure. Well, Steve Johnson was the technician at the Hippo. He did their lighting and sound and things of that nature. He was the one that when they replaced me, when they stopped the Wednesday nights, he created a jukebox that would play records one after another instead of pausing. So he used two jukeboxes to do what I was doing. From there, I went to the Carousel. The Carousel was on 1800 block of Charles Street. This is when as you say, the disco era was kind of starting, which I never really identified with the disco era because I wasn't a big fan of disco music. But when I started DJing, it was like doing the house parties and the theme parties. The disco era hadn't really evolved, so the music I played was mostly anything that was danceable from any genre. It could be R&B, it could be country, it could be rock, but as long as it was danceable, I would play it, and I liked it, and I thought that the people would like it, and by playing as long as I did, and I established the trust in the people, so it gave me the ability to introduce them to new music without them, just stopping because they never heard it before. They went from live entertainment to doing DJs, and they had somebody from Radio Shack install a system. And I was like, no, this won't work. So I got him to get some Bose. They had, right then the happening speaker was a Bose speaker, a 901 I think they were called. And we installed those. And in the DJ booth, they didn't have a mixer. They had a toggle switch that went from turntable up turntable, so you couldn't queue up or listen to it. So that eventually was able to change that.